You know what's wild? People really don't understand the difference between using dark humor to cope with your own pain and mocking someone else's. See, dark humor is what so many people use to help you get through stuff, real stuff. And you've learned to laugh so you don't completely fall apart. It's not making light of trauma, it's surviving. It's saying, yeah, life tried to break me, but I'll joke about it before I let it win. That's healing with a punchline. Now, mocking someone else's mental health, that's not dark humor. That's just mean spirited ignorance dressed up as comedy. There's a difference, though, between laughing through it and laughing at someone who's in it. If you make a skit of a character to represent yourself, your struggle, your story, your survival, that's art. That's expression. That's turning pain into purpose. But when you take that same creativity and if you aim it at someone specific scars, someone else's specific trauma, that's not edgy. That's cruel. And that's something that I have never done and will never do. Ever. Keep using humor to cope if that's what gets you through the day. Just remember, coping is personal. Cruelty is a choice. I have never chosen to mock someone's mental health. Ever. I will not allow people to take the way that I have learned to cope with my own struggles away from me. Nor will I allow them to make me feel guilty for that. Because I would rather cope the best way I know how for me and survive than find myself struggling to make it through it like I did a few months ago. You have no idea. No idea. And to anyone else out there who has been judged for the way that they cope, don't apologize. Some of the funniest, strongest, most unbreakable people I know are the ones who learned to laugh in the dark and still found their way back to life. Don't ever let someone take your coping mechanism away from you because your mental health matters. You matter. You being here matters. You making it through it matters. Just like it does for me. And listen, if my dark humor has ever triggered anyone's mental health in any way, please know that was never my intent. I was not mocking mental health when I was accused of this. I was coping with my own. I don't have to convince anyone of anything when it comes to how I was feeling on the inside and what I was doing just to try to survive. I was just trying to get through the days where I genuinely felt like I was crumbling inside. And if you've ever gone through that, then I'm sure you understand. Mental health is something I am so deeply passionate about, just like addiction, because of what I've lived through. But I also lost not just my dad, but his brother, my uncle, and his father, my grandfather, all because of the same battles with mental health and addiction. I would be the last person to ever intentionally mock or belittle anyone for their struggles. So if I have ever made you feel hurt or triggered because of something I've said, I truly apologize from the bottom of my heart because that was never my purpose. But I also cannot apologize for the way that I have learned to cope. I can't apologize for pulling myself through the pain in the only way that I knew how. Because that's what dark humor really is. It's survival with a smirk. It's saying, I may be scarred, but I'm still standing. And if that offends you, I hope someday you understand. Sometimes laughter is the only way that some of us keep breathing.